Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be discussing about choosing where to give birth. Now this is part of a 3-part series video which I discussed about giving birth in different locations. The first one was giving birth at home. The second one was giving birth in a co-located birth center, and this is going to be discussing about giving birth in a delivery suite, also known as the labor ward. Sometimes you can also call it, obstetric-led unit, because that's where all the doctors are working from as well. In order for you to deliver in the delivery suite, you just need to be pregnant. So anybody can, deliver in the delivery suite. It's more or less the default location for births, unless you decide to choose another location such as a home birth or in a delivery suite. Now the pros for delivering in a delivery suite is the fact that you can have access to all the pain relief available to you. So the first one being either gas and air, which you can have. You can also have a water pool. You have access to a pool to use for pain relief or to have a water birth in a delivery suite. Also, you will have access to the opiates injections and opiate medications for pain. You will also have access to the biggest pain relief known in labor, which is the epidural. Of course, you need to tell your midwife or the person looking after you, the doctor or consultant, that you would like to have an epidural. They will then go on and liaise this with the anesthetist, and as long as the anesthetist is not in theaters or busy doing another insertion of a epidural for somebody else, then of course you will have your epidural inserted. So that's the biggest pros of delivering in a delivery suite. Now the other pro is that you will have all access to any interventions that you may need. If anything comes up or anything arises, any concerns, any worries regarding your health or babies, you have quick access to theaters. You will also have access quickly to all the other midwives, doctors, in terms of any emergencies, obstetric emergencies that requires more hands-on. And also, if there was any concern, you will not need to be transferred via an ambulance because you're already there, and people know you're there, your doctors know you're there, you are being monitored quite closely, and you feel you are in a safe place. For some women, being on a delivery suite is the only option that they have for delivery, and this is okay as well. It doesn't mean that you cannot have a normal delivery because you're in a delivery suite. Of course you can, so still stay active and try to follow your own birth plan as you've made it. So being on a delivery suite can be just your only option, and just be happy, be okay with it, and just make peace with it if that's the only option that you've got. If it's because of your health conditions or issues with baby or anything like that, or if it's just something that you feel more safe. So one of the pros is that people will feel more safe being in a delivery suite, and that's great. We want you to be in the safest environment in order for you to do much better or to do your best in terms of delivering your baby. Another pro for choosing to deliver in a delivery suite is the fact that you have things that you need. If anything comes up, you're there in the right place. You feel like, yes, this is great, this is safe for me, and you're just really immersed in your environment. You can make it your own as well, and just as long as it's your decision, you've chosen this, you are able to stay calm in anything that comes up, and you're able to get the delivery or the birth that you have planned for. I'll move on to the cons for choosing to deliver in the delivery suite. One of the cons for giving birth on a labor ward is the fact that it's a little bit more noisier. You're more likely to hear alarms going off, emergency bells, emergency buzzers, people running up and down, and it might sometimes be a little bit discouraging to you. Another thing is that you may also hear other women birthing in the room next door to you, which may be a little bit discouraging or a little bit worrying or concerning or scary sometimes for you, because it could get really loud of women who are really vocal, and that is a big con in delivering your baby in the labor ward. Also, another one being the fact that you may not be able to dim lights as much as you would like to. You may have to be in a really bright lit room, and also this may discourage you a little bit because you feel like you can't get on and be quiet in a quiet environment, a really relaxed environment, and you're constantly, you know, having people needing the lights on. So that is one of the cons as well. The other con that I see in choosing to give birth in a labor ward is that you are more you're more likely to have interventions just because it's easily available. So for example, if you plan to just have a normal, you know, straightforward delivery where with no or limited pain relief, once it gets a little bit difficult or more harder, you're more likely to then reach for or ask for an epidural, and therefore it's going to be much more easily accessible, so you're more likely to have it compared to if you are at home or a birth center. In order for you to have an epidural for anything, for pain, you will have to go through quite a bit in order to get there, meaning you have to get dressed again. You will have to either be ambulanced in if you're at home to have this, or you have to get dressed and either walk over, get in a chair, or whatever the case may be. So you're less likely to want to do that, and therefore you're more likely to stay put and persevere a bit longer than you would if you were just on a delivery suite where you just have to say the word and it comes to you. So that's one of the cons as well. If you are thinking of having a home birth and not sure about delivery, or you are thinking you like the idea of a home birth but you also like the idea of an epidural, what my biggest tip will be is to plan for a home birth and then needing to go in rather than waiting till last minute and then deciding to have a home birth. Because once you are in a certain stage in the labor, or sorry, in a pregnancy, it may be a little bit harder to get you verified and for the home birth team to take you on, and you may go into labor before everything gets sorted. So I would say if you're thinking about having a home birth but also still 1 foot in delivering in a labor ward, then I'll say plan for the home birth, and then if you change your mind later on, is easily, you know, doable by just going over to the delivery suite once you're in labor. But at least plan for the home birth if that's also on your agenda or on your mind. Now I'm going to give you a website which you can use to research really well, to check and find out what, you know, the best way for you. Is a website called which.co.uk. So it's www.which, which is WHICH.co.uk, and you're looking for the birthplace study. This is going to give you a lot of statistics, some insights into delivering, your options, you know, your risks and things like that, and it will help you to make up your mind as to where you would like to give birth. If you like this video and you found it useful, please subscribe to the channel, share this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, leave it in the box below and I'll be more than happy to reply to it. I hope you've enjoyed this 3-part series videos, and it's going to help you to decide as to where you would like to deliver your baby. Thank you so much. Good luck with the impending birth, and congratulations if you've already had your baby. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.